before, yeah, all of it, all that, the whole fecal CO2 Ryman's incident. Oh my days! Oh, I can't do this. That's a hell of a line. Hello, you lovely people of the internet, and welcome to another day of me being seriously messed up. Today's seriously messed up being a Friday. This Friday that we're having right now, it was another early start. Went up to coffee number 1 to meet up with my girlfriend, and we had a lovely conversation. We really did. And one of the things that we talked about was bellendery and the amount of it that we're surrounded by in our everyday society, in our everyday life, from people that we meet in the street accidentally to people in positions of power and all the other parts of the great society in which we live, and the levels of bellendery. The more we talked about it, we more realised that it's on both a sliding scale and a spectrum. You know, the spectrum of bellendery and the obvious sliding scale of bellendery. But the important thing of all of that is when we started to look at the real detail of it, it's something that's on a bell curve. Imagine it, eh? The spectrum of bellendery and the sliding scale of bellendery. When you factor in all the little points of data, it falls into a bell curve, and the pinnacle of optimum bellendery would be depicted in the illustration that we haven't got here, but if we did have it, it would depict that optimum point with a vertical line right at the top of the bell curve. It is both graphic and descriptive at the same time. It is a work of wonderment, and if my girlfriend and I were both more academic than what we are, we would be looking at a doctorate in bellendery, the study of bellendery. I'm sure it's already been done and it's got a different name because, you know, I'm not academic enough to do a doctorate. I wasn't even academic enough to do a degree. I was barely academic enough to do a 16 plus, which was the precursor to the GCSE. I just have CSEs. I did all right at them, but they are obviously lower standard than a GCSE, and they're not equivalent. They might have been equivalent when they were devised, but they're certainly not now. You might be wondering about the thumbnail for this video. You might have even watched the video because of the thumbnail, which is weird because I'm still talking to you people who are not watching this video. Let that sink in for a moment.
2,000 years later.
It's not as bad as it looks, okay? So after being out very early with my girlfriend, I came home via Ryman's because I picked up a couple of the gas things for a soda stream. Now, I have a soda stream because I used to buy bottles of fizzy water, and I would get them delivered by Sainsbury's or Asda, depending on who had any left, especially during the summer. It wasn't so bad in the winter, but during the summer. But they wouldn't always carry them up because we would drink quite a lot of fizzy water out of bottles, so they wouldn't bring them up. Not always. I mean, some people would, and sometimes they wouldn't. And it got that way that the fizzy water, I really love drinking fizzy water. It's one of my most favourite ways of drinking water. And the reason for this is because I get the fizziness of a soft drink like Coca-Cola, or other brands are available, by the way. I'm not sponsored by them. Speaking of being sponsored, where are DJI? Why are they not sponsoring me yet? Why have they not been in contact with me? That's a tricky one. Anyway, back to the... So I like the fizzy water because I get all the benefits of drinking water without and all the benefits of drinking a fizzy thing, a fizzy drink, without all the sugar or weird chemicals other than what's in water, which it's in Plymouth. I mean, because we've got water contamination problems going into the sea, there's a good chance that the shit is getting into the water supply as well. You know, I'm not dead yet. This is the important thing. I really can't remember what I've sidetracked myself from, because there was about 4 sidetracks there. I've got to work it back in my head now. You'll just have to hang on a minute. So I was coming back from Ryman's. I'm impressed, okay? You might not be impressed by this, but I'm impressed that I've managed to... I'm not sidetracking myself again, I swear. Right, so came back from Ryman's with me gas thingies for me fizzy water. Dropped them off. It was really... Motorbikes. I don't know whether they'll pick them up or not, honestly. So I got back I finally, eventually, after all that, got back with my canisters of fizzy water. My canisters, oh, for God's sake, my CO2 canisters, there you go. My CO2 canisters, some of this might have to be edited. I got back with my CO2 canisters, got myself some fizzy water, had a drink, but it was really hot because it's hot and sweaty. It's a hot day today. So stuck my head under the shower to cool myself down. Cooled myself down enough. And although I had lots of brain waves and stuff, what I did was go to sleep and just lay on my bed with glasses on and put something on the telly thing behind me, and I thought, I'll just lay here for a minute. My intention wasn't to sleep, it was just to lie there and be comfortable. Next thing I thought I heard the beep of the doorbell going, and it was, but Widget answered it, so I was like leaving to that. But then my brain came into conscious focus just at the moment that the person on the telly programme said, direct human fecal implant. And I woke up and I said that. I said that, and Widge said, yes, that's what you heard. And I said it again. I said it a couple of times because what a thing to have stuck in your head. And I didn't watch the rest of it because I could see by what I was looking at was nothing like what I'd been watching before that. And what I'd been watching was something on Curiosity Stream, and it was looking into the real history of... I mean, one of the things that I'd seen before what I was watching was the Marshall Plan, which was the thing that involved the CIA and anti-communist stuff, and it's kind of like how we ended up hooked on the consumerism of America imported its ideals to the rest of the world, well, to Europe, and that's why we're a bit like them now, and it's still going on, I think, somehow or other. Really, the thing that I was watching that before I fell asleep was about Chairman Mao. Now, I'm not saying his name properly because I will get it wrong. I can do the Mao bit. It's like just about. I used to say to me cat, "What's your favourite chairman?" And the cat would go, "Meow." And that is just like the best joke ever. That me and the cat, like a routine. We could have gone, I don't know, we could have done Las Vegas with that, I reckon. Well, not Las Vegas, Las Vegas. It's further away. It's on the Blackpool Strip. Oh no, no, that's harsh. The Blackpool Strip. Maybe the Southport Strip. Or on Formby Beach with all those naked men. Not real naked men, obviously, because like, why would you want to do that for? I need a drink. Hang on a minute. It's better. So once I got up anyway, after the whole fecal implant thing, no, it's like that I didn't have a fecal. I didn't have a fecal implant. Not that I know of, anyway. I mean, I guess it could have been while I was asleep. I could have had a fecal implant because I wouldn't have known about it. I was asleep. Maybe I was abducted by aliens and they gave me a fecal implant, and hence now I'm talking shit. Now, anyway, so after that, yesterday I bought some an iron-on patch of denim stuff to patch the hole in my dungarees, because the dungarees I got repaired. The very same day that I started wearing them, I tried pulling them up, well, and I had my compression tights on, and as I pulled the dungarees up, they caught on the compression tights, and the fabric was so weak around this area, around near the knee, that it ripped. And so hence I got the iron-on stuff, and I'm going to sew it all up properly later when I've got time. I haven't got time right now. But how did you do that? The iron that I found, I now have an iron, don't I? And I've got all these patches that can stick on things because they're iron-on patches. And I can iron them on, and then I can sew them on nice. Because I can't do the really cool thing that clever people can do, where they hold it while they're sewing. I've watched people who can sew do really cool stuff, and it's amazing to watch. I can't do that, not even close. So with it being ironed on, there's a better chance that I will be able to put nice stitches on it, because I'm going to need stitches on all the things, because I tumble dry my clothes, and apparently tumble dryers and iron-on patches do not go together very well. So I'm gonna stick cool patches on me dungarees because they look cool. I don't know. I've started on that, right? Not the last two videos, but anyway, I'm going to start again. Whatever it was that I was about to say, I'm going to start again. I have been experimenting with writing a script for the videos to try and make it so it's easier to edit. It's just as simple as that. I'm not going to stick to the script because I'm never going to stick to a script. I'll ad-lib most of it, and that's more or less what I've done today. And fuck. I've written. Oh right, come on, get it together. So the script that I wrote today, I did not stick to at all, but it did help me in writing it. The thing of writing the script fixed some of it in my head, which is partly why I was able to do that amazing trick of going back and remembering something. It wasn't written in the script, so I didn't do that because that wasn't written. All that stuff that happened around the whole incident involving the fecal matter thing, I hadn't even written that down. I'd just written about the fecal matter. I didn't do any of the further things that happened, how I got there. And I'm not even sure how my head is even trying to understand it anymore. It's my mind's blown by my own level of possible bellendery. I mean, let's have it out. Let's call it what it is. This is unintentional bellendery at its best. Well, not its best. There's obviously better bellendery than this. I mean, right? That is it anyway. I've got video editing to do. I've got to tidy this room up, and I've got to do my dishes as well. So I've got to do something in the flat other than make videos and sleep and eat. So that's what I'm going to do. Thank you for watching and putting up with me, and I'll see you tomorrow. Love yous. Bye.